can hear it through the studio and throughout the hallways. It has truly begun. The excitement of the holidays and an ultimate, incredible stereo speaker system that just truly will pull at your heartstrings. What an amazing day it's been. If you were earlier with me in the Shopping with Colleen show from noon to 2, so many of you jumped on in. I'm excited that it's still here. We have a few remaining. Now's your turn. Let's get the music in the living room for the family to enjoy, to gather around on Christmas morning or Christmas Eve. Imagine that New Year's Day party. Oh my gosh. Imagine waking up on a morning, making your coffee and toast, turning on your favorite radio station. You've got it. And then on an evening when you want to relax, you put in your favorite CD and you can just chill. This is an amazing buy today. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people have ordered for one simple reason. You take the amazing Bose name as the drama builds. You take the amazing Bose name and you take the lowest price anywhere. Normally $500, we're at $279.99. We've got 6 flexible payments and free shipping and handling. Nobody can beat our price in store or online. The only caveat is it's while supplies last. I want to give you an update right out of the gate. This is the Platinum. I will not be selling out of the Platinum in this presentation. I have about 9,000 of the Platinum left. My big issue is this, the Espresso. 9,000 here. Here I only have 1,800. In fact, they're telling me now 1,700. We did bring in 12,000 of them, so a lot of you have wanted the Espresso. The Espresso is now nearly completely sold out. So if the Espresso is the one for you, don't wait another moment. When you order tonight, we'll get it shipped out immediately, guaranteed in time for Christmas. We're doing it on a flex pay of $46 plus tax, which means that, you know, you get it right now, you pay over 6 months, there's no interest, no fees, no hassle or heartache. Well, here he is, folks, the gentleman that has always been a big part of our Bose presentations. 15 years as a certified Bose expert and a very talented musician as well, Mr. David Perillo. David, sir.
Greetings, good to be back, Adam.
I'm excited that at least we have a few to go around.
Just a few, right?
At this stage.
Yeah.
Thousands have been pre-ordered at this point. David, it starts with a name that commands such loyalty and respect. People love Bose.
Yeah, they do. I mean, that's the fact. Since 1964, Bose has been in service of one concept, which is to be obsessed with performance. And that has taken shape in many different ways. Perhaps you've looked up at the St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City or at the Sistine Chapel, and maybe you've seen Bose speakers there. Maybe you've heard that Bose was part of the space shuttle program when that was flying, or the fact that when you look up in any number of different houses of worship or large-scale arenas throughout the world, you'll see Bose speakers. Or if you've ever watched a football game recently, you'll notice that there are Bose headsets being used by coaches to make those split-second decisions. Well, the reason why is that Bose is known for creating the experience of getting you closer to your music and to your audio. Of course, what we do is we take that same level of care and ingenuity that we use to design those large-scale systems into something that is so small and elegant it can fit on your nightstand. This is the Wave Music System Series 4, the latest and greatest from Bose, our best one-piece stereo system that has everything you need to enjoy your music in an entirely new way. I'm going to tell you in a little bit about our waveguide speaker technology, something you'll only find from Bose that Bose holds the patent on and that is truly nothing else like it. Of course, also with the Bose Wave Music System is the fact that it is not a stereo per se, it's more like sculpture than anything else. It just happens to be something that will produce wonderful sound through the single CD player or AM/FM radio, and of course the auxiliary input allows you to connect any number of different sources as well. The dual independent alarms feature something that allows you to wake up to the system every morning to your favorite track on your CD or your favorite radio station. And honestly, there's so much we could really dig into with all of the various things that we've designed on the Bose Wave Music System. But in the end, the most important thing to know is just how hard we've worked to create the newest, the latest and greatest to be able to be a part of your life. The problem is, I think people think that in order to have great sound, you have to have a very complicated or complex stereo system. And the fact is, you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to be an audio engineer to enjoy great sound. The Wave Music System will give you everything you need to hear music in an entirely new way. And, you know, the best way for me to kind of show you really how this really works and why is it that Bose is so much better because, well, I'll be honest, there are plenty of choices out there when it comes to listening to your music and what you might invest in order to enjoy that music, particularly in the holiday season or to give as a gift. Well, there is technology that we developed in our lab in Framingham, Massachusetts that no one else has. It's called our waveguide speaker technology, and here is a little animation of what's happening on the inside.
Right.
Basically what's happening is sound is simply air in motion. You see it's a sound traveling down these what almost look like channels or little canals that kind of sound passes down before it exits out into the room. Now that alone is really one of the key differentiators. It's why we're able to reproduce such big, powerful sound from something that instead of being your traditional, what we call rack and stack stereo system. I mean, we all remember, Adam, the feeling of going to the cabinet, remember, in your living room where you had the door that you pulled open and you had to fire up the receiver and then adjust the equalizers and put in something and take out something.
Process.
There's a whole schematic manual you had to remember to operate it. This no longer is the case. You have everything you need right here, something that could elegantly fit on your side table, on your sideboard, on your nightstand to wake up to in the morning, and it has the level of Bose sound quality that you've come to expect and will be with you for years to come. In fact, you know what? Let me turn it up here. Let me really get some Christmas spirit going here.
I want to quote what, you remember Antonio that called earlier?
That's right, yes, you called in.
I want to tell you what Antonia said. Antonia called us, and it was in the final minutes of the 1 p.m. show. Antonia, she was very serious, but she was very excited. She says, Adam, David, you guys, you can talk till you're blue in the face. These were her words. She said, you can talk all day long, but it doesn't matter because until somebody hears it with their own ears, they'll never understand. I said, so you've had yours for a long time, Antonia? She said, yes, a long, long time. I said, do you play an instrument? She said, no, I don't. She said, but music is my life. Music is my life. She said, I turned this on, and the word she used was comforting. She said she gets wrapped up in it, and that's the thing. It's the good times. It's the harder times. It's the moments that you cherish, the sentimental times. It's the songs, really, the sound of your life, the soundtrack of your life. No matter what the genre is, everything sounds better with Bose. Now, I want to answer a couple quick fire questions because we're now close to selling out. They've trimmed all the presentations. So rather than it being an hour, it's now 30 minutes. So a couple things that people were asking earlier. Is this a refurbished model? Because the price is so low, you know, what's the catch? Right? I mean, $220 off the HSN price, there's got to be something wrong. No. This is brand new, sealed in the box. It is not refurbished. It is a brand new product, and it's their latest model. This isn't the Series 1 or Series 2 or Series 3. It's Series 4, so it's the latest one that they just released. You're also getting something that is so beautifully designed that when you take it out of the box on Christmas morning, you're going to turn it on and you're going to be good to go. Here's what I have left. 19,000 sold, 1,500 left in the espresso. 19,000 sold in total for the day. I have about 1,500, maybe 16 at the very, very most in the espresso. The espresso is outselling the Platinum 2-to-1. Now, Platinum is extremely popular as well. The espresso, I think, for many of us who have the wood tones at home, you want a really rich, deep look, it's gonna be ideal. But we will be removing this from the set, obviously, shortly. This one is now nearly fully accounted for. I don't have any back orders or extended deliveries. Once we've sold out of it, it's gone. We will be restocking online, but it will be back at the $500 price. So, you know, we like to offer Bose products regularly, but at $499.99, that's the standard price. We're gonna do it for $279 and change. We guarantee Christmas delivery, and of course, free shipping and 6 flex pay. David, this platinum color. I know this is the color you've got at home.
That's right.
What was it that drew you to the platinum color?
For me, I make most of my music listening happening at home. It's in the kitchen.
Right.
I was telling earlier how I aspire to be a better cook. I can't claim I'm making much progress, but I do like to try. And for me, and I think probably for you too, these days, all the appliances in the kitchen have that wonderful stainless steel finish. So the platinum is such a wonderful complement to it. It really goes nicely if you've got a new dishwasher or a new refrigerator. In fact, one of the things that I love is I actually put my Platinum Wave music system on top of my refrigerator. That is nice because it keeps it up out of the way.
Oh, nice,
and
yeah.
what's nice about the design of the system itself is the single CD player. Notice it's a slot load CD, as opposed to having a door that opens up like that. Because of that, I'm able to easily put in a CD without having to search or fumble for where I'm supposed to drop the CD in. And when I put it in, see how it just draws it in naturally? It's not something I have to kind of fumble for where it has to go. So these are those little details that we realize make a big difference in terms of how a product isn't just something that you buy and stick in a corner. It's something that fits into your life. And having access to your music to tear down the barriers that keep you from listening to music more. At Bose, we often talk about helping people reach their fullest human potential, whatever way that can happen. And if I can make it so that you can get to your music faster, easier, so that you can play music and not have to adjust it and make sure it sounds great and do all the things that you think you have to do to get great sound, we take care of all of that. It's elegantly designed so it can blend into any decor.
Beautiful.
It's simple to operate because of the fact that there's even a little detail of just that touch top control here. You'll notice it's one of those little secrets that we kind of like to build in there. It's just kind of our little thing between us that if you tap the top, there's a little sensor in there.
Either that or your magic, as I said earlier.
One of the two. And for me, that again, speaks to this idea of, I think everyone at this point, they know Bose for the great sound quality, and you have to really hear it to know it. That's why I encourage you to take the leap and think about what music you want to play. You have a big part in what's inside this box in the end, because every experience of how we listen to music is different for every person. So when you take it out of the box, plug it in and press play, I encourage you to listen to something that you know and love, and notice how when you hear it with Bose, how you start to notice those subtle details that make a big difference. And Adam, I think I need to really show you why Bose is so unique and what sets it apart from everything else out there. There's no, obviously no secret here that there is plenty to choose from when it comes to listening to music and a system you could invest in. But if you'll allow me, I want to show you why Bose technology is truly unique, and it's something that's patented. You'll only find it from Bose. So what I can do is actually show you by playing some sound through these speakers. And what you'll see is when I hold them up to these flames, the flames themselves will actually bounce a little bit as sound passes through it. Air is really the sound in motion. I mean, or I should say sound is air in motion after all. Now, what happens next is I'm going to attach these twin tubes. These are representations of the technology you'd find inside the Bose Wave music system, those waveguide chambers. I play the music, I hold it up to the flickering flames. You'll notice they bounce in rhythm to the sound because, again, sound is just air in motion. I connect the waveguide, you hear it, and like that, just like that, that's the difference. And what you just saw, the technology, those channels that are curled up, it's the same thing that's inside the Bose Wave music system. Imagine a breath of air across the top of a flute. We can transform a single breath of air into concert hall filling sound. It's the same principle we apply on the inside of the Bose. We channel that sound, we strengthen that sound, we accelerate that sound naturally. We don't artificially accentuate any specific frequency. We don't dial up the bass artificially. We don't dial up the treble. We just make it so that every bit, every nuance of music that you want to listen to comes through in crystal clear sound. And it's how we're able to give you such big sound from something that has such a relatively small footprint. And so here, let me really turn it up and we'll show you just what it can do.
Get your toes tapping, David. Yeah,
every time we do this, Adam, it's like I play it. It's kind of bittersweet because I know we get to hear it, but folks at home, you're not hearing it.
True.
If you're not listening to it on a wave system, you're not hearing exactly what it sounds like. So this is where you have to know it is to hear it, and that's where it really comes to you to think about how do I want to play my music and what would it sound like in my home, and that's something that you can really answer for yourself.
Folks, just while we're here, for those of you that like to bring Bose sound to your television, we do have our Bose Solo 5 TV sound system, which is fantastic. Special pricing of $199.99 and 6 flexible payments today if you'd like to order this, and it's a great, great product. Looks really, I mean, special when it's there by your television. I also want to tell you that we have the Quiet Comfort 35 noise canceling headphones. Always make a great gift. I mean, they are industry leading, right, David?
That's right. I flew down here. I'm up from Boston, or down here from Boston. Flew down wearing my Quiet Comfort 35s, and I couldn't go without them. I mean, great Bose quality sound for private listening, but also noise canceling technology to reduce the sound of the outside world, so you just hear more of your music and less of the distractions around you.
There's rose gold that you're seeing there. There's also a beautiful black color. And then there's the Luxe, which is like a silver color as well, more of a kind of iconic Bose shade. I'm very conscious that we're running out of time now. We had the luxury of an hour earlier today, so David and I were kind of kicking back, relaxing, chatting about it. Time is running out. You know, with nearly 20,000 now reserved, now's your turn to do it. Bose makes life better, which I know sounds a bit, you know, corny, but it's true, because music is one of our great loves in life, whatever the type of music is that you love. We're talking about a product that you don't buy today and then change next year and the year after. It's a product that you buy and it stays in your home for years. I mean, we've spoken to callers, I've had mine 5, I've had mine 10, I've had mine 15. People have had their Bose Wave music system for a long, long time. Now, at $500, which is the price, worth every penny, you know, it's an investment, but it's an investment that pays you dividends over the long run. If you are able to order right now, you're gonna get it at our lowest price ever. In the handful of today's specials that David has had over the years on this, you know, the big one, the most famous of them all from Bose, this price is the lowest we've ever been able to achieve. So the value today is huge. If you want to make sure Santa's able to bring this to somebody on Christmas Day, we are guaranteeing Christmas delivery, free shipping. If you want to send this to your sister who lives in Boston, we can do that with no additional fees. That's our Delivery Direct program anywhere in the continental United States. We have to head over because I do have an update, folks. As we head over, I want to remind you of our HSN Protection Plus. It's a great way to protect all of your gadgets and gizmos, all your electronics. We've teamed up with Square Trade, which is an all-state company, to make sure there are no fees or any hidden charges. So here's where we stand. Bittersweet news, folks. I have bittersweet news. 19,000 sold. Producer Rocky, would you mind reconfirming for me, how many did you say left in the espresso now? Okay, so we're kind of serious, guys. I want you to look. The one you're seeing on the screen is the Platinum. Beautiful, very popular today. We are about to fall under 1,000 in the espresso. And I have well over 1,000 people ordering. So if this is the only color that you want, if the Platinum is not for you and your heart is set on the espresso, you have to dial right now, for sure, for certain. The espresso is a good looker. It's a very rich, deep, chocolatey brown, matches the wood tones in your home, but we are about to be calling that sold out. So if espresso is for you, don't wait another moment more. It is outselling the Platinum 3-1 at this moment in time. We talked about the AM, FM radio. I also love the fact, David, and I wanted to bring this up with you. On mine anyway, certain radio stations, they showcase the artist, they showcase what I'm listening to.
Well, this is one of the new benefits of our Series 4, having a digital tuner built in. So if your favorite radio station is broadcasting that information, you'll actually see artist and song title information displayed across the display. This is also, again, one of those little details that make the Bose Wave music system so much more than just a traditional stereo system. Of course, in the end, though, it always comes back to sound. With Bose, it's what we always do best. Boy, that is what it means. That's what it means to really hear and feel music come to life. For me, that is what is such a great way to showcase what Bose is capable of. In the holiday season too, Adam, I know that music is such an integral part of the recipe of getting everybody together and celebrating the holidays. And if you're listening on something that doesn't reproduce the sound of the music you're trying to listen to faithfully and accurately, boy, you are missing out.
But David, you know, there's so many companies that make speakers, and it's like, well, is this the same as that? And in the past, we've been so accustomed to, well, I need speakers everywhere. I need one over there, over there, over there, over there. I need one up high and one down low to be able to get that full sound.
Right.
You look at this and you say, well, can this deliver that same experience? No, it can't. It delivers a better experience.
It's better in many different ways, too. I mean, not only are you saving all of your decor, not only are you getting back all of the space that you had previously sacrificed to those giant rack and stack speaker systems and having to run speaker wire everywhere, but you're also getting back your sanity. The fact is, you don't have to know how to operate the thing. It's not like flying the space shuttle. It's something that you take out of the box, you plug in, and you press play. We've designed it so that the experience of enjoying music is easy. And then on top of that, of course, the fact that it blends in. You see, we're looking at the Platinum here. You know, this is the one that I was talking about. It's so great for working in your kitchen. And even the fit and finish itself is something I love to talk about, how it looks more like sculpture than stereo equipment. You'll notice there's no buttons on the top.
Right.
Or none that are visible anyway.
No.
This is always like kind of call it our little secret, but actually built into the top bezel here is a little touch top control to quickly turn the system off or turn it back on again. It's something that is just one of those little features that makes this something so unique, something so truly Bose. When we go into the lab, we don't come out and until we've created something that can truly advance the way people listen. And the Bose Wave Music System Series 4 represents the latest and greatest one-piece stereo system from Bose. The Series 4, like I say, is built on the concept of waveguide technology.
Right.
This is the real premium high-end design that we'll talk about for how the difference really is in terms of how you listen. Now there's that touch top I mentioned, that's new to the Series 4 as well. But of course, the slot load CD player gives you one CD listening and of course the AM/FM radio with digital presets, so you can call up your favorite radio stations with the touch of a button. Those are the basic and classic ways of listening that we all know and love. Of course, you can wake up to your Bose Wave Music System too. I wake up to it every morning. And one of those other little details I love to talk about within the alarm, there's actually 2 alarms. So a partner and yourself can wake up at 2 entirely different times to 2 entirely different things. You can wake up to the favorite track on a CD while your partner wakes up to their favorite radio station at an entirely different time. And we build the volume up over a period of about 30 seconds. So instead of getting shot out of bed like a cannon, you kind of get risen out of sleep a little more naturally and organically. And boy, when you start your day with Bose quality sound, boy, it's a great way to pave the way for things to come.
It's the kitchen, it's the bedroom, it's the study, it's wherever you want to put this. It's going to be fabulous. So let's have some fun. Let's set the scene. Let's set the mood. Should we say Christmas Eve?
Yeah, Christmas Eve sounds great. And you know, I love to talk about how even just one instrument can really shine when you listen to it critically with something that can produce it so faithfully like this.
It's emotional.
There's a moment you can create when you have that right music. Yeah.
You imagine Christmas Eve with the family and the fires roaring and the trees all beautifully decorated and you've got this on. This is, we should all have one. I mean, we should all have a Bose. There's nothing like Bose. They're the best. I mean, I don't need to sell it to you. It's the best. I very rarely use that word, but I'll use it 100 times tonight. It's the best. You're looking at a product that is so aspirational, inspirational, and truly legendary. There's nothing else that you look at, and you walk into a friend's house, you see the Wave music system, you say, oh, well, that's fabulous. Can I hear it? I want to hear it. This sound, which everybody talks about. I know we're running out of time, and I know we're nearly sold out, but I would love to hear from you. Earlier we spoke to Antonia, and it was a wonderful call from a lady who was very passionate about it. She'd had it for many years. She said it comforted her. She said that she immersed herself in it. She said it almost, she kind of gets wrapped up in it, I think were her exact words, right? She said that music is her life. And for many of us, most of us, all of us, there's a song, or there's an artist, there's a genre, there's a particular feel that you get from a song that makes everything okay again. There's a song that you'll play that reminds you of your son's, younger years. There's a song that reminds you of that daddy-daughter dance. The songs and music that really move the soul. Let's get the best, the very best music system we can. The songs that make you sentimental, the songs that make you want to move your hips, the songs that get you going. Okay, we're counting down, folks. We have now a few moments before we're going to wrap up this presentation. I'm being told we are about to hit 19,500 with well over 1,000 people placing orders right now. Espresso, espresso, espresso. With everybody currently placing orders on the espresso, I have about 750 left. So 19,000 sold, 750 left. The time to act is now. The time to strike is now. I wish we had more, I really do. It's something like this, David, is always a joy to do. Anybody that's in any type of job where you're presenting a product or selling a product, showcasing a product, when you've got the best name in the business at the lowest price in America, it's a good day at the office, right?
Yeah, you're right, and it always has been something I've been very proud of, to be part of the Bose organization, to be able to say that we worked so hard to create this product, and over the years it's become the iconic product that it has. It's been something that now when you think Bose, I think a lot of people think the Bose Wave music system. It's the thing that has helped us to become the most respected name in sound. And since we got our start, we were always driving towards the idea of creating great sound, and there's no better way to do that than with something like this. The Series 4 is, again, it represents really the sort of top, the best of the best, the typification of everything that we do in terms of a one-piece stereo system. I mean, you've seen the Bose Wave music system perhaps before, and you've probably seen, we've had a few different series. This is the Series 4, like I say, but this now really represents the pinnacle of research and development into how people listen to music in their homes with a different way of thinking about music than a conventional stereo system. Of course, it has all the trappings of a conventional stereo system, like a single CD player, an AM/FM radio, the ability to wake up to it as an alarm clock, and the ability to control everything with a remote control. Yes, that certainly checks all the boxes when it comes to stereo equipment. Yeah. But what I know, and what hopefully you're starting to see too, is that the Bose music system is anything but just a simple stereo system. You can put this system into any room of your home and transform it into the main place where people want to congregate and listen to music. We do that because of all the technology on the inside. And what you see here is that unique patented technology you'll only find from Bose. We call it our waveguide speaker technology. This is the secret sauce, Adam. It's how we're able to bring such great quality sound to life from something that is so small. I mean, you close your eyes, you think you were listening to something 5 times larger. That's true. Because of the fact that we take advantage of some simple scientific and physical properties of the system itself. Now, I can even show you a little bit further just why that works so well. And I think it's something that you really do have to see to believe, and ultimately hear to believe. We can talk about it. We were talking about, Antonia earlier. Yeah. And, she was someone who put such an importance on the enjoyment of music. To hear it is really to know it. And I think that this is really where the proof is in the proverbial pudding, to be able to turn it up, and we can tell you about it and you can hear it over your TV speakers, but until you have it in your home with your music, in your environment, with your family members, with your way of celebrating the holiday, you won't really know just truly how it can change the way you enjoy music and maybe the way you think about how you enjoy music and how music fits into your life. Maybe it's something that it's fallen out of favor and it's time to reinvigorate that spirit. Decorating your home in the holidays is something we're all used to, but decorating your home with the sound of music is something that if you're doing it with something less than something like a Bose, you're not gonna be getting the whole story, and I can't encourage you enough to hear what you've been missing.
In a moment, we'll head back over to the sofa, to the living room area, so you can see what it's like over there, because in every setting, it just looks so good. I mean, it's a focal point. It adds in, it blends in to the furniture. It doesn't look out of place. It looks special, because it is special. Imagine a morning, you're making your breakfast, and you have this on, your favorite radio station. You get home after a hard day at work, you know, at the office, and you want to put on something to chill out. You can do that with this. That CD collection that you've built up over years, now you can play all of those CDs effortlessly and easily. I love the onboard display. It's beautiful and classy and subtle. There's that Bose branding that's just shining like a beacon in the dark. I mean, really, it is such a specialty name and a specialty brand. So let's head over this way. Okay. If you have any questions, we can answer them, of course, right now on Facebook Live. Before they're sold out, I want to make sure that you've got yours, okay? Many people asking about Christmas delivery. I understand it's crazy out there. Everybody wants to guarantee that this is going to arrive in time. It will, absolutely. Guaranteed in time by December 24th with no additional fees whatsoever. So if you call right now, we'll ship it straight out to you. Or in fact, any address in the continental United States, that works as well, but feel confident about that. It's gonna be a great gift to get somebody, even if you wanna take us up on the in-home challenge. You know, with our return policy, you have till the end of January next year to make that final decision. And if you say, listen, it's not what I wanna have in my house, you can return it to us and get a return on the purchase price. We know, because it's the flagship model, because it's the most well-reviewed Bose speaker we've ever had on HSN. Let me say that again. Of all the Bose speakers, this is the best reviewed of all of them. So Espresso's nearly sold out. This is our beautiful platinum that's lighter and brighter, sleek and sophisticated. David, you know, a lot of us spend a lot of time over the holidays thinking of everyone else. We're buying gifts for other people. This is something that's it's a gift for everyone. It's a family gift.
Sure, it's a gift for someone else. It could be a gift for yourself. It could be a gift for everybody around you. It's something that music helps to really drive the communal aspect of family and of the holidays too. You keep hearing me say that we decorate our homes. Boy, to decorate your home with the sound of music, particularly in the holidays, this is something that draws people in. We all gather together. How's the song go? Through the years, we'll all be together, right? And we make those memories together over the course of those years, and there is a soundtrack playing in the background. So as we get ready to gather and celebrate holidays together as a family, boy, what a great opportunity to be able to enjoy music together. And I've often said it, you don't have to be an audio engineer to get great sound anymore. With a Bose Wave music system, you get all of the benefit of truly high fidelity sound, except you don't have to what's the word I'm looking for? Fiddle, that's the word.
Fiddle, no fiddling.
This is with no fiddle policy here. The fact is that it's so simple to operate. The hardest part is really just taking it out of the box, plugging it in, pressing play. And then beyond that, you're good to go.
Just before we show you the technology, a couple quick fire questions, because we only have a few minutes left, everyone. If you want the espresso, we're down to the final 500 before we're sold out. We've sold 20,000 today. I have 500 left if that's the one you want. So you gotta start to order if that's the one that really you like the most. Quick fire round of questions. Tom would like to know, can you add a turntable to this unit?
Great question. So there is a way you could do it. It's not as simple as I wish I could describe in a short period of time. There is an auxiliary input, so technically it is possible. You probably want to look into it a little bit more, but the short answer is yes, you could.
But there is the auxiliary input as well, which opens up a whole world of things you can do.
That's right. Turntables usually have a lower standard input volume, so you'd have to get an amplifier to kind of put it in. So, I mean, could you do it? Yes. Where it's really designed for is line level signals, things like an MP3 player, a laptop, you know, those sorts of devices that have a digital amplifier built in is really where it shines best.
By the way, I'm sure you agree at home, but it's wonderful to have an expert. out here, and David is truly an expert with the company, with the brand, 15 years, and a talented musician as well. That's why I encourage you. Any questions, David can answer them. Oh, good, Alexis just bought one as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One of the things that was said a couple times that we should touch on is people are concerned that the price is so low that this might be refurbished or the old model. This is the brand new model, the latest in the series, and it is not refurbished. The problem is, David, and we were talking about this as a team backstage, today, if you go to Google, right, and you type in, you know, the Bose Wave music system,
right,
what's happening is HSN pops up because we're the lowest price anywhere in America. So we have a lot of people ordering who aren't even watching David and I's wonderful presentation right now. People are just seeing that we're the lowest price and ordering it. So that's why we have sold such a huge amount, and that's why we've nearly sold out now of the espresso version. It's not just our wonderful HSN viewers that are tuning in to see it, it's everybody in America who happens to be shopping for it. You can't go into the Bose store though in the mall and say, listen, I want your flagship, you know, Bose Wave for $279 and change. They just can't do it. Bose don't typically discount anyway. Just a couple times a year, they agree with HSN, a special concession, to go dramatically lower. I mean, we're not just trimming the price, we're slicing the price. So today's your day. If you've not got one yet, let's make sure it's yours. 6.5 minutes left in this presentation. Again, I apologize. It was supposed to be the full hour, but we had to trim back a little bit just to kind of keep this going. We have a few more presentations tonight. Well, I say few, there's 2 more while supplies last. As you know, the espresso will not be here. I have 500 remaining for the entire country. And I did ask if there was any way to add more or a back order, but David, you guys have given us everything you've got.
Yeah, there's hopefully enough to go around, but you don't really know. And what I am best to talk about here is why the demand is there. Well, it's because the sound is so fantastic. And to me, I think the best way for me to show that to you is with this little demonstration that kind of talks about the technology. Of course, sound, Adam, is really air in motion. So what I'll do is demonstrate that by playing some sound through these speakers and holding them up to these candles, which will cause those candles to bounce as the sound passes through the flames. But when I attach our waveguides, this is a sort of a model that represents the waveguide technology in the inside of the Bose Wave music system. Boy, you're gonna see just exactly what that system can do. So here's speakers alone, no waveguide. I hold them up to the flames. You see they bounce in rhythm to the music as sound passes through them. Not a huge change.
Yeah.
But the sound changes when I attach the waveguide and watch this. That's
there it goes.
The magic in action. Because what we've done there is we've taken the same principle as taking a breath of air across the top of a flute. When you take and think about that, how it kind of transforms into concert hall filling sound, same principle applies on the inside of the Bose Wave music system. Obviously, there's a lot more to it technically than that. That's the basic principle, but that is not something that you have to sweat. That's not something that you have to stress about. We will take care of that for you. We've cultivated that technology in the lab and back at the corporate headquarters in Framingham, Massachusetts. We've worked on it for over a decade to get exactly right. And the end result is powerful sound that you would think, if you walked into the room, and people tell me this all the time, what happens is you walk into the room, you hear the sound of a beautiful, high-end stereo system, and they kind of look around looking for it. And what ends up happening is there it is, tucked away, behind some decoration or, on the sideboard behind the candlesticks, and you never even knew it was there because of the fact that we can give you this level of performance without having a large-scale component stereo system. You might think it was something so much bigger, so much more complicated, and now you get back the space that you lost to that big stereo system. You get back the sanity of feeling like you know what you're doing. You take it out of the box, you plug it in, you press play, and that's all that stands in between you and your music. The Wave music system is the best one-piece stereo system, single CD player and radio that we have from Bose, and the same level of care and drive that we put into the large-scale corporate-style arenas that you see Bose speakers in all around the world. It's the same level of ingenuity that is in this system that weighs less than 10 pounds and fits on your nightstand.
And let's go back to this idea, because so many of us, we buy electronics that seem to only be good or worthwhile for a couple years. They're almost becoming disposable, and then you upgrade. We've got to have a different phone, and there's a slimmer phone, a smaller phone, or a new laptop. We've got to get a new laptop. this is not a product you're changing next year or the year after. You're gonna have this for years. I mean, years. I wouldn't be surprised if you have this in your home for upwards of a decade. It's designed for that. It's designed to be a legacy product, something that becomes a part of your home, a part of your family, that you enjoy not once a week, every single day. So when you start to break it down, $279 for something that you will listen to and be a part of and celebrate with and cherish the moments with, it becomes a very tiny price to pay. Now I understand at $500 for many of us, it's, you know, we'll think about it, we'll consider it, but at $279, I mean, I'm a bit of a deal hunter. I love a deal. I love a steal. This is a deal and a steal. It's $279 and change, and you've got 6 Flex, and you've got free shipping and handling. And now we've only got 2.5 minutes left before we're saying goodbye. You know the espresso's nearly gone now, so I need not say that anymore. If you do want the espresso, I'm putting out final call. Platinum is our other option that we do want to highlight. We've sold a lot of the Platinum, don't get me wrong. It's the one that David has at home. It's the one that David's family has. A lot of folks love the Platinum, but we just always had more of the Platinum as well, so bear that in mind. You can see it's sleek and small and sophisticated. Somebody asked us earlier, could you move it from room to room?
Sure
David,
could.
you answered that, because it is lightweight enough where you could do it. The setup is a breeze. There's not really any setup whatsoever. It's my AM and FM radio. I've got my dual alarms on there. I could wake up to the sound of music, well, maybe the soundtrack, but I could wake up to the sound of music from a CD or the sound of music from a radio. You've got those choices. I think the experience is what commands our attention. You cannot compare this to other speakers because it's incomparable. This is the world's finest technology at the world's, well, certainly America's lowest price. If we were at 500 and we took it down to, I don't know, $399. If we were at $499 normal retail and we said we're doing it for $399, that would be a fabulous deal. You know, $100 off at a regular store, they'd be lined up outside the door. If we did it $299, that's $200 off. Well, now people would be flipping out to get this. We're casually offering this at $279 as one of our big final today specials for the holiday season, and we have now sold 20,000 to folks that have always wanted one, always dreamt of one, or maybe have wanted to gift one. Imagine getting it for your son and daughter-in-law this holiday season. Oh my gosh, they'll go crazy. Because this is a, my producer just said, oh, one for your producer. Okay, Rocky, I get the hint. David and I will get you one, I promise. David, okay, 2 quick things. He just let me know, apart from saying thank you for that. He just let me know if you can use express ordering, it's your fastest way in. I think people are scrambling now because that's about to sell out. If you want to go to hsn.com, of course, you can order there as well. Just a couple final questions for David, and then we'll move on. We do have something special because we're not spending the hour here. We've trimmed it down due to short supply. We're going to do something really special for you. David, we're joking about a gift for anybody and everybody, but it really is ageless. That's for everyone.
It really is for everyone because music is for everyone. It's that universal language that we all understand, just like Stevie Wonder told us once. And the fact is that it doesn't matter what it is that you listen to. It doesn't matter across genres, across generations. We all have a song that we know and love, or an album that we know and love, and the desire to hear it the way it was meant to be heard so you can feel the feeling of music at its best. And the Bose Wave music system, with the technology that you'll find only from Bose, again, designed by Bose, patented by Bose, and you won't find it anywhere else, is the difference maker, and it's why Bose Wave music system should be the choice. If music is important in your life, then sooner or later, it's gonna be something that's in your life and in your home, but I think tonight is the night.
Thank you, David. I'll see you in the next hour with whatever's left.
Sounds
I appreciate
great.
You.
See you soon.
Thank you to all of you who've placed orders and asked questions. Get excited. We've got one for you and you just secured it. Let us know what you think by leaving a review online at hsn.com. Couple things that I want to share with you, if I may. Something you might be interested in as well, Mr. Perillo.
All right.
We have a Today's